Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? It's Tuesday. We're between, it's that period of the year where you really don't want to do anything. It's between Christmas and New Year's, and assuming most of you are on vacation, or it's just that time of the year where you're just like, bleh. I am full of food and alcohol and I just want to lie in bed. How's everyone doing today? It's Tuesday, my dude. What's that for? That wire goes there. It's above zero. It is still freezing here, but it is sunny out. I'm hoping tomorrow to go flying. So it'd be nice to actually test out this, because we built it on New Year's Day, which for those that joined the stream, that was fun. But we built this and I haven't flown it yet. So hopefully tomorrow. Got clicky working, printing CW parts. Nice. Oh, I did print some parts for this. Hey, it finally worked. So how's everyone doing today? Today, it's gonna be kind of a bit of a relaxing stream. We're just gonna do some tuning and printing on the V1. So last time we had this on the desk, we got it built, or correction, we got Klipper installed, we got it set up, we got the config working. I've done a test print for it. It's right here. It's kind of poopy looking because we're running this at modern Voron speeds. It's got a big ass bowden. We haven't tuned retractions. We haven't tuned pressure advance. We're doing input shaper now. So it's, you know, this was okay in 2016, but we're better than that, right? We're better than that. This is okay for 2016, but we're better than that. So, my nephew got a big drone for Christmas, huge compared to yours. What did they get? Like, this is a 4-inch, so it's a 4-inch prop, but this will, you know, this is an FPV drone. And they probably got a DJI something. So, going to install flex brake. Nice, nice. So yeah, before we get started on this, I will do some announcing because there are announcements to make for announcing things. Friday, this Friday, New Year's Eve, clear your calendars. Make sure you are free because this Friday on New Year's Eve is the giveaway and chill stream, okay? So what that means is Friday we'll be printing. I'll probably still have this on the bench because it'll probably still be on the bench, but we're basically just gonna hang out, enjoy the end of the year, and we're gonna give away some cool shit. What kind of cool shit? Well, I'm glad you asked. Makes it a lot easier. We have, as of right now, printer kits from LDO Motors, Lector. We have a SPOOL SV06 plus a drying thing. We've got filament from Polymaker. We've got whatever David is cooking up at Printed Solid. He said he wants his to be the biggest box. I don't know what that means. He won't tell me. So we are going to have a lot of stuff, plus hopefully more. So if you're a company and you want to give away stuff, reach out to me. I don't like going to companies bugging them for stuff, especially this time of the year. But hey, if you want to add anything to the pot, let me know. So as of right now, I should probably have a list of this going because right now it's all up in my noggin. But Friday, we got filament from Polymaker, LDO kits, Lector kits, Printed Solid stuff, SPOOL stuff. We've got the white, I'm going to start calling it the white elephant gift. So the Beach-U Hurricane, okay? We unboxed it on this stream. It didn't go so well, but we're gonna send it to somebody because going forward, one of the things I'm gonna do in the new year is when I do those unboxing streams, not all the printers, but basically I'll unbox it, we'll do our stream, it'll go back in the box and I'll send it to a viewer. So we'll give away the printers. So that's gonna be the first one we're gonna do. Thangs is gonna pay for the shipping for that, so hopefully worldwide. But I'm gonna include some goodies with it. One will be like anything off the Only Benchy store. You get to pick. So you get your choice of anything off the Only Benchy store. You get the Hurricane itself, some assembly required, along with firmware stuff. And I'll include some goodies just to make it a little special. So yeah, so that will be what we'll be doing Friday. So it should be fun. I do have a time for it. It will be 6 to 9 p.m. EST. That should still be early enough in the day for the Europeans. Hopefully, not all of them, I know, but you can't please everyone. And that kind of works. So that will be Friday, okay? 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. EST. For reference, it is 2 p.m. EST right now, if you're curious. And that is that. And then also, if you do want to win some filament from Polymaker and you don't want to wait till Friday, every stream we give away a spool. Link in the description. Go enter for your chance. So that will be that. And then also for the big prizes, you can enter at any time during the stream. The only prizes we'll be giving away during the stream are the smaller prizes. So like the Polymaker filament and whatnot. Those will be given out throughout the stream. But the big prizes, we'll do the big raffle at the end for all of them. And there should be different entries. I got to sort it all out. I got to figure out how Gleam works to make all that working. But that is that. So we got that, we got that, we got that. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Get this powered up. Get this online. This uses USB-B. I keep forgetting that this is a Pi 3. And also just to have fun, because I kind of, after doing this with the Saval, I kind of like, printers aren't special. You may think your printer is special, it's not. So once we get this all set up, I'm actually going to downgrade this thing to a Raspberry Pi 1, because once we get the input shaping tune done, we can take the Pi 3 and replace it with a Pi 0. Because if you don't want to run a webcam, you don't need a Pi 3. You can run a Pi 0. And I'm talking the shitty Pi 0, the first one. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to throw the bamboo speed test at it. Just because. What's happening? I talked about the giveaway earlier, but we're going to be doing some fun stuff with this right now. Pi 0W, yeah, Pi 0W, but it's the first Raspberry Pi, not the good one. So let's get this going. Printers, error. Let's connect to error because for some reason this is labeled as error. There we go. Slower Pi means longer wait time. Nope. Nope. Any Raspberry Pi will run Klipper just fine. You'll be able to push any printer you have to its limit with any Raspberry Pi, for the most part. For the most part. The only difference is that the better Raspberry Pis allow you to run Octoprint if you don't want to run mainsail or fluid, and also cameras and run input shaper. So this should still all be set up relatively fine. I shouldn't have to reset this up. Actually, before I plug in power, how are we going to connect this? We need to figure out where to connect this. Let's mount this guy. Yeah, right there. We're going to mount you right there. Get my LTT store screwdriver. Oh wait, no, that ain't gonna work. Shoot. That is probably not gonna go through that hole. It might. We'll see. Because this is a chimera and it uses screws going into aluminum. Shit. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Okay, we can't mount it there. Like, I could bolt it to the side, maybe? Shaper is not meant to be a permanent attachment. Correct. It is not, but you still need to attach it to get it done. You gotta attach it at least once. And I think this screw is stripped. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I stripped the screw. Yeah, whatever. Future problem. Okay, where else do we have screws on this? I could just VHB tape it, but I really don't want to. Oh, here we go. I'll put it on the back. There's a screw on the back here I can mount to. I mean, it is the fan screw, so it is kind of important, but we don't need the fan for this right now. How important is the silicone around the heater mat? If you're worried about it falling off, it's important. Okay, we're good. That'll work. As long as we can still home. Is this the most optimal way to mount it? No. But is it a way to mount it? Yes. Okay. Power that on. Can I slide that up? There we go. There we go. Okay. That works. Oh. Damn. Okay. There we go. How big is the bed? 230 by 230 on this guy. Frame is the same size though. So I need to grab this. Download ADXL. Keep. Wait for this to connect. Initializing. Klipper error. Pin PK6 is not valid. What? Where did you come from? You were working fine last time. Where'd PK6 come from? Why are we getting a random error all of a sudden? Right printer? I should be connected to the right printer. I haven't moved anything. I haven't done anything to this. It was working. Connecting the... One second here. Okay. Let me just do this right now. Upload file. Downloads EXL. Maybe it's a... Oh, it's because I got two... Okay, one second. I think I know why. Okay, save, restart, putty, command. Oh, it's out of date now. Dang it. Okay, let's see here. So what was happening was before I only had one USB device connected, one MCU, so it just auto worked. But because I didn't have the full address, so it just connected. But now that I have two MCUs, because I got the Pico attached, it was like, so I had to put the full actual address of the ramps in there. But now also we're running into the issue where this Pico is apparently out of date. So I got to update that. No, how do you Klipper configs? Configuration, reference, config, RP 2020. Where is the default? It's called the RP 2020, right? Or Pi Pico, that's what it's called. Pi Pico. Pi Pico. No, that's SKR Pico. Now, where is RPI Klipper? Where? Screw it, I'll just watch my own damn video on it. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, RP 24. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Yeah, no, that's not showing up. Where is it? Yeah, I'll just watch my video. I'll get some AdSense out of it. there's me. Okay. Pi Pico. Okay, there's the wiring. Cool. Firmware install.
Firmware, you're good. Pico install of Klipper face. The reason for that is you're going to be and for flashing the Pico itself, it's a relatively simple process.
Okay.
If you've installed Klipper before, you're familiar with the steps to get to the make flash.
Okay, so we got to do that. Okay. Okay, CD Klipper, make menu config.
Flash command. So when we get to make menu config
okay.
for the Raspberry Pi Pico, the setup for it is actually quite simple. We just need to ensure that we're not enabling extra low level configuration options. The microcontroller architecture is RP2040 and communication interface is USB. We save that and make clean and make. Let that run. Now once we're done with the make flash command and we have our flash file done, we need to actually get this file right here.
Okay, so yeah, it is just normal. It's just been a while since I've done it. I'm like, because everything has their own specific way you got to flash Klipper to it. So. Do I get 200 more views? How do I like the items? I like them. Yeah, if I've run into any problems, I'll just ask this guy here. This guy seems to know what he's doing. I like his beard, but he doesn't have a hat, so.
We're going to use WinSCP for that, or any other FTP program, and we're going to connect to our Raspberry Pi. Ensure that you're in SFTP mode. And
why am I going over SFTP?
Which again, if it's default, it's Pi and Raspberry. And then you're going to go into the file called Klipper out, and there we have Klipper.uf2. So we're going to copy that file over to our desktop.
Oh yeah, because I got to do that stupid. Close. I forgot. Because you got to flash the Pi over like USB or something. Stupid like that. Close. Cool. New site. Klipper, was it U2F?
And put in your username and password, which again, if it's default, it's Pi and Raspberry. And then you're going to go into the file called Klipper out, and there we have Klipper.uf2. So we're going to copy that file over to our desktop.
Okay. Klipper UF2. I guarantee you it's already on the desktop. Oh, no. Okay, so I did clean my desktop up. That's good. So I gotta drag this thing over here. Okay. Then what do I say to do? What do I do now?
And then we need to plug our Raspberry Pi Pico into our computer. But while you're plugging it into your computer, you need to be holding down the boot button. So on
you hold the boot button, plug it in.
There's a button. It's right by the USB.
So plug that in. Hey, it pops up. Okay.
USB plug, and above it, it says boot select. So just hold that button down as you connect the USB cable to it. And if done correctly, you should see it pop up on your desktop, pretty much like a thumb drive. So you're going to take that Klipper.uf2 file, you're going to drag and drop it onto the Pi Pico.
Okay.
And it'll basically reboot, and now you've installed Klipper on it. So don't push anything else. Go ahead and unplug it from your computer, and now you're ready to go ahead and install it in your printer.
Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah. So plug you in. Cycle the power just to be safe. There we go. So now we should be good. There we go. Yeah, I'm watching my own tutorial video. Hey, He knows what he's talking about. I might as well listen to him. Gary, gifted 1 community membership. Cheers. So now we're waiting for it to boot up. How's that video doing? What are we at right now? That video's got 47,000 views. Yeah. Oh, it booted. There we go. Yay. Okay. So now we're booted. I've added the ADXL. It's communicating to it, so we're good there. So this is our ADXL. That's already set up. Pro points. We're gonna go with how big is this bed? 220 or 230? So 115 and 115. Okay, so we're good there. Save, restart. And then what's the command I gotta run? What's the ADXL? Klipper ADXL commands. Klipper ADXL. There we go. Okay, so we shouldn't have to numpty and all that should be installed already. So test connection, accelerometer query. Okay, dashboard, error. There we go. Okay, it works. Sweet. We're good. We're good. Okay, home all. No. Move. That's working. Fan's not working. Why is some stuff not working? What is going on here? So right now I have a Raspberry Pi plugged into the controller. What would be extremely, and I mean extremely, super duper helpful, is if this thing with the magic pixies that live in the wall that make the machine go burr was actually plugged into the machine. Yeah, so for those that don't know, a ramps will run off of the power from a Raspberry Pi. So if you're setting up configs and stuff, you may not realize that you don't actually have your printer, you know, hooked up to power. I'm like, why is nothing moving? Okie dokie. Okay, let's do some input shaping. So, what is the auto command? There's like an auto command, auto command, auto command, auto command. auto calibrate. So since this is Core XY, we leave the tool head alone. That's not the printer I want. This is the printer I want. Shaper calibrate, go! Oh. There we go. Been there, done that. I've done it so many times because back in the early days, like, this was common. Have no fleet or interface to help isolate the frame on the surface it's on. Because times were simpler back then. People did print TPU feet for this. I have little rubber feet on this. There are little rubber feetsies on this. So. It's quieter than a bamboo that when it does its input shaper. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then I did print this. So we're not doing it today, but I do have the adapter here. How does this fit in there? I guess that just slides in. How? Probably shouldn't be touching. I guess it goes like that. I do have the adapter here for the Revo. I need to find one of the little collet things that go in there though. No panels to resonate, less noise. This is true. It's still quieter than the P1P, which, by the way, I'm going to start a thing. I want you all to begin on this, okay? Don't call it a P1P. Call it an X1 Lite, because that's what it is. It's the same machine. They literally just pull that off the assembly line before it turns into this and slap a different panel on it, or screen on it. It's the X1 Lite. Okay, waiting for calculations. X1 cheapo. Now we're doing the other axis. Great video on the differences between. It's quite simple. As the machine goes down the assembly line, if you grab it off at the beginning, it's a P1P. If you grab it off in the middle, it's an X1. If you grab it off at the end, it's an X1C. The machine's the same. The only difference is the panels and the screen. And it doesn't have the current air cooling by default, but you can put it on later, which I'm not because it's too bloody loud. It's the, oh shit, our supply lines are getting hammered right now and we can't get everything. Let's just sell it with what we got model. That's cheaper so they can get into a different segment. Have part differences in hotend. Yeah, there's a few differences, but functionally there isn't much different. Like functionally there really isn't much different. I haven't taken mine apart because I really don't want to. I'll leave that for people who want to. And the LiDAR isn't LiDAR. They need to stop calling it LiDAR. It's not LiDAR. It uses a little laser and a camera to look at the print. X1 cardboard. Exactly. Did you not see my video? Do you not know? Do you guys not know how to enclose an X1? One second here.
Hey you! Yes,
Yes, you. Do you want to enclose your Bamboo Lab P1P cheap and easily? I'm going to show you how. When you buy this printer, it comes in a box. What you do is you take that box. Yeah. And you put it back over the printer. You put the printer in the box. You're done. Print ABS. You're good. Hey, you. There you go. Yes. There's my guide. Close your Bamboo Lab. How to close it. Get the music going again. Someone didn't practice before shooting. I did it on the stream. That's a clip from the stream. Okay. So if you want to know the numbers, there's our, it's calculating. It's a Pi 3, so it takes a minute. You got the $300 2.4 up and going again. Nice. Flex Seal commercial. Okay, so it's estimating on why we run MZV. And on X, it's recommended MZV 8500 Excel. So 8500 Excel and 6900 Excel. Nice. Save. Oop. Config. Boom. Input shaping done. Now we can get rid of it. So let's unplug this. Shut down properly. Shut down. Okay, unplug. Now we're gonna take the 80XL off. Don't need that anymore. And then just for shits and giggles, we're gonna put a bog standard Raspberry Pi 0W on this. Yeah, Rain picked up somebody's build that had some issues that they got for like absolute dirt cheap, and I tried to tell him it wasn't a good thing to do. It wasn't smart because you don't know where that printer's been, and I'll gladly take care of it, but somebody beat me to it. So yeah. Okay. Oh no! What did I just get everywhere? M2 screws everywhere. Shit. Well, that's gonna be fun to clean up. Are you a Pi 02 or a Pi 0? You're a Pi 0. Good. So right now, this right here is a Pi 0W from 2017. Oh, Coda gifted 1 community membership. Cheers. So which one's the power? Power in. Wait, this ain't gonna work. Shit. Because that's, how do, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Never mind. I'm not using a Pi 0 because I don't have enough adapters. Because I was just gonna connect it over USB. But the ramps is USB B, and this is mini USB. So we're not gonna do that. We'll stick with the Pi 0. Or I'd have to do UART, and I'm not setting up UART today. So going back to this. There we go. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Tried to be smart. Okay, so one thing I've never actually tried, which is kind of surprising. Klipper has an input shaper tool built into it, or correction, a pressure advance tool built into it, right? I've never actually played with it. Harry Phil's Lament, gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. Turns out the X gantry printed parts. Okay. Okay, so generate, or what is it? Calibration. Would flow, no, flow, temperature, extruder, retraction, calibration. I thought it had a built-in pressure advance. Calibration. Yeah, we'll just do the traditional. Okay, download the square. Try the new one from Ellis. I don't know. Is there Ellis's guide? A guide to rational living. That ain't that guide. Do the Ellis one. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Voron guide. Does he have a website? Is that on the tuning guide? Oh, where'd my mouse go? There it goes. Hello. Okay, there we go. So I've been told that Ellis's guides are pretty bomb. I'll first admit, I don't think I've ever used any of them, but a lot of people say they are pretty bomb. So, pressure advance, linear advance. So which one, the pattern method or the tower method? Oh, okay. So here we go. Okay. Fill out the form to generate the G code. That one, the pattern. Okay, so we'll do the pattern one. Okay. So let's see here. Fill out the form to generate the G code, then print it. It won't go 20 pages long. Treat it like a slicer. Okay. Make sure you read all the tooltips. If you use slicer acceleration control, make sure you enable that option and set it to your external perimeter acceleration. Oh, 1 second here. So what was it saying? So we'll go with 6500 for our max excel. Because it said 6900 was the fastest. Actually, yeah, we'll go 6500. We'll give it a little bit margin of safety, but yeah. Okay, here we go. So Klipper, rectangular, bed size is 230 by 230, 0.4 nozzle, travel speed 120 millimeters a second, extrusion multiplier sure, retraction distance 4, Z hop height, retraction speed sure. I'm not going to mess with this stuff. First layer height. Okay. Well, it recommends 10,000, but we're gonna be YOLOing it later on. So I'll just leave it at 6,500 for now. So at least we have some sort of value, because I won't be running these speeds on the outer wall anyways. So. Okay, direct drive start with 0 to, okay, bowden start with 0 to 1 at 0.5. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Wait, okay, start G code. Please make sure your start key does not contain a home. Oh wait, no, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Change to macro plus temp. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, now what? So where's my G code? So it prints that. And that, well, my macro has that. My macro has that. My starting macro has that. Macros. It has bed temp. Yeah, mouse is dying. You know what? Yeah, somebody just said this. I'll just do this. Ready? Boom! Well, it has bed temp. It's got bed temp right there. Pram's bed. Oh man, this is stupidly annoying. It's looking for the exact string. So what? I just... You know, we would be printing right now. You guys are like, oh, use this. This is the way to do it. Okay, that's not how I do my slicer, but okay. Pram should be just bed temp. Okay. There. There, the hotend temp's right there. Quit your bitching. It's right there. See? There and there. There. Okay. Okay, now it's not bitching anymore. Cool. Send it. Download G-code. Cool. I did copy what I had in my slicer and I didn't like that. That should be fine. Cool, we'll send it. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Upload and print. Cool. I've got one person saying that should work, and then the other person going, well, that will fail miserably. It's heating up to 60, so obviously the bed part worked. A lot of my macros and whatnot that I use were set up a while ago, back in the early days of Klipper, and I've just kind of been like, it still works, so I just keep copy and pasting it from machine to machine to machine to machine. So a lot of that's why I don't share my stuff often, because a lot of it is kind of like bale and twine and zip ties and duct tape together, just because it's just been working. I should have just printed the cube. Should have just printed the cube. I know that one works. I know that one works just fine, and I got no issues with it. Front is gonna fall off. Hey, it doesn't have a front. Look, there is no front on this. There is no front to fall off. To take the update and clean. Nope. Not that old. Embrace the new shit. No! It's different. We fear change. We fear change. It scares us. Get off me, Lynn! Wait, where's my... Okay, this is the closest thing I got to a firearm. You kids, get off my lawn! With your macros. Back in my day, we just sat there for 10 minutes and then hit print start. Uses less filament. I've got an ample supply of that stuff. Gonna chase people away with the drone. Not allowed to do that. I can't fly within 30 meters of pedestrians. Unless, well, I don't know. I've flown my Tiny Whoop into me. I've flown my Mobula 7 into me at full tilt while wearing a winter coat just to see. So I flew this thing at full tilt into me, and it literally just went boop. I was like, oh, okay. Wow, that contrast is way up. There we go. Okay, so it's heating the hot end up. So it seems to be working. Nope, that is... Oh, it's doing the bed brush. Trying to phone an airplane to myself. Don't put your props on indoors. That's what everyone tells me to do. I mean, all my quads have their props on them right now, but... Do I mesh before every print? Yep, I do. Are these 650s? Yeah, they're 650s. Yeah, I do a bend mesh before every print. Two reasons. One, actually, it boils down to one reason. My gantry on this machine, okay, is synced. So my two lead screws are tied together, right? They're on the same driver. If they ever come out of sync, the mesh just takes care of it. Also, on a 12-hour print, do you really care about an extra 2 minutes at the beginning doing a bed mesh? So I just do a full bed mesh every print. Now on the machines that I have gantry tramming on, so like the V2s, the Trident, etc., those I do a single mesh and I save it and I just reload that, and then I just do the gantry tram before you print. But any printer that I have that doesn't have a gantry tram or a bed tram, I do a mesh before every print. So, do I like tap? I don't have tap yet. Waiting on the LDO kit to show up. Oh, and now it's heating up to 200. Don't I print a tower for the best acceleration? Usually my rule of thumb with acceleration is whatever the recommended is I use for the wall, the inner wall. I go faster for the infill and I go slow, half that for the outer wall. LDO makes a tap kit. They will be. Know anywhere that still sells a 1.8? LDO, or correction, Misumi, they'll make any frame you want. Okay, let's see if this works. Malform command. Fuck. You know what? Where's restore defaults? Can I restore this to default and just run the stupid default? Restore defaults. Cool. Klipper 230. 230. Leave that. Layer height, fan speed 100. Cool. PA start value. Okay. This one, we gotta, what is that? 1. Cool. I'm just gonna use this. I'm just gonna use this stupid. Hi, Steve. Remove chamber. Yeah, I don't have chamber. Cool. I'm just gonna use this. Whatever. Screw it. Go through all the settings. What settings? Oh, acceleration. I'm just gonna run at the defaults. Oh, shoot. What did I change? Yeah, this is super annoying. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'm using the default, the stupid cube way. Because I know the cube way works. I really don't care. That bed. Yeah, the bed's not squared up. If I had done the stupid cube, we'd be there already. Okay. Set all accelerations to default. There we go. What else? High speed, 0 infill, coarse layer height. Infill, 0. Slicing layer height, 3. 3. At the bottom just to make sure I don't lose it. Cool. There we go. Filament settings, flow, run, boom, boom, boom. Extract G code, done. Okay, pressure advanced tuning tower, that, upload, print, boom, bang, done. Oh, where'd I save it? Oh, prints. Yeah, much simpler. But it really works. Yeah, well, I'll look into it when I'm not live, but we'll just go with this because I know it works. You need the hat? If you want the hat, you can have the hat. Click that link in the description. You can go buy it from the Only Benchy store. Yeah, that's the thing. It'd be easier if that just spat out a generic starter profile instead of like you trying to bring in your profile and then trying to make it work with the parameters it expects. It'd be nice if it just spat out a basic, just a generic start G code. Nothing fancy. But yeah. Because then it's like, okay, I got to adapt my macro to this. And what the heck do I even have in my macro? Because I've got all this stuff that I haven't looked at in forever because I just copy and paste it. So it's like, screw it. I'm just going to print the cube. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh. Oh, no, it is working. So what is out? Okay, yeah, that one side's high. I gotta actually manually, because right now the bed is just mechanically squared up. So it's just like the setup is like, you know, it's just evenly spaced off the standoffs in each of the four corners, but it's not actually like squared up or trimmed out to the nozzle. So I should probably do that at some point. I was missing her. She's doing good. We are doing butter breaded halibut after the stream today. Got an H2. Nice. I have two because they sent me one. It didn't work. They sent me another one and it kind of worked and I still wasn't super impressed with it. So hopefully they, I've heard it's a lot better now. So. I've heard it's a lot better now. And then also, if you haven't yet, don't forget, enter there for your chance to win some Polymaker filament in the link in the description. Here's a hot take. With the AMS, the rep box is now obsolete. Oh, Twitter. Oh, Twitter. Twitter, Twitter, Twitter. Look at the line method. Yeah, no, we tried Ellis's. It didn't like my start macro, so we're just doing the cube. I swear, 3D printing YouTube is awesome at times, or 3D printing Twitter is awesome at times and just interesting at others. So. What do I think about the Ender 6? I don't know. I don't have one. So one of these days I got to actually have it do the purge line on the bed because it's actually over a little bit. I gotta raise my Z offset. I'm really thinking this probe is not repeatably accurate. You could use an OTG adapter for the Pi's here. I know I could. With the ERCFA, the AMS is obsolete. Exactly. See the tweet about dude using his laser cutter to tattoo? I seen that. Don't use your lasers to tattoo yourself. It is a thing apparently. I've never really looked into it, but I know there are certain lasers that you can use for body modification if you're into that. But don't actually use your shitty AliExpress laser on yourself. Also, I probably should have cleaned the bed on this first. Yeah, I don't have an Ender 6, so I can't comment on it. Which one's the Ender 6? The V400? I have one. I like it. In my opinion, the V400 and the P1P are basically like same level printer. Just it depends on what volume you need. We're in that PI sheet. This is a CS hide sheet. And this is stuck directly to the bed. It's not a flex plate. Yeah, I'm definitely, when I do the upgrades on this, I'm putting a more reliable bed probe because this bed probe is, I don't like it. It is super jank. But this is what you get when you build a printer with 2016 tech. Yeah, the V400 is really good. One of the things I'm kind of not happy, like, how do I put this? Yes, the bamboo is the cool new hotness, but some people think it's like so much better than everything else out there. They're kind of ignoring things. I really like the V400. If you need a tall form factor printer, it's very good. You know, these are only 250 cube, so you're limited to that. But if you need something taller that also is fast, the V400 is a really solid printer. And you know, you can live adjust Z on it and put any camera you want on it, not just the camera they say you can use. Model where people attach short length linear rail and carriage behind the print head so that it can move up and down slightly. Use it as a Z end stop. Eric! One, that's not a mod. It's an official Voron add-on. And two, I'm on the Voron team. I've known about it longer than anyone else, like publicly. I was around when the idea was birthed. Some issues with logistics and customer support. Yeah, I've heard that. Pretty much any China company is probably going to have that right now. So as post on topic where it's getting a bit of cultish. It is. There are some people on Twitter that are like, I'm like, are you getting paid by Bamboo? Like, don't get me wrong, I like my Bamboos. I was printing with that one earlier today, with both of them. I like them, but I'm like, some people who they have a very anti-Prusa bias, are just do nothing but tweet about how much they love the Bamboo and how awesome it is. And I'm like, guys, it's a 3D printer. Unless you're getting paid by the company or it's your job to do 3D printer stuff, like, I'm not gonna say, I'm gonna be PG about it. I thought I was a Prusa guy. I like Prusas. I'll be the first to admit, the Mark III should be a $500 printer. It should not be a $1,000 printer. It's a $500 printer. It was really good 5 years ago, but it's not 5 years ago. It's a very solid printer. I think it's a good printer. It's very quiet. It's reliable. It's got a huge support base. It's got a lot of profiles. It's very easy to use for like newbies because it's everything set up for it. Like it's a printer you just print with, okay? And if you also want to do more than just print, you can. It supports that too. But it's not worth what it is, in my opinion. Okay, it should be a much cheaper printer because, you know, things have advanced, right? It's like a good car from 5 years ago. Okay, if you try to sell somebody a 2018 Ford Focus at 2023 prices, they're gonna be like, no, it ain't worth that. It's a brand new car, but it's a 2018 Ford Focus at 2023. So yeah, but it's still a solid printer. If you had to put your printer in your bedroom, I'd take a Prusa over a Bamboo any day because you could sleep in the same room with a Prusa. Bamboo, you can't even listen to music or do anything in the room while it's printing. Don't people shill for the Prusas? I don't know. I'm not on any of the Facebook groups. But the Prusa shilling that I seem to see is just people going, yeah, it's a good printer. I like it. And then people get angry over that, but it is what it is. People are selling all cars for more than they paid them. Although right now, apparently the car market's crashing. Wow, this first layer was shit. Oh well. Why is it loud? It doesn't use drivers. It uses, what is it? MOSFETs in an H bridge or something. It's like a mechanical way of converting a signal into telling a stepper motor how to move. There are more than one way to make a stepper motor move. Drivers are one of them. And it doesn't use that because it's cheaper. Ah. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, what's that?
What's that?
What is that?
Outta.
What is it? Hey, get your finger out. Your finger is going to get stuck in there.
What's that?
It's a 3D printer. Don't touch it.
Windy winter.
Yeah, it's working.
Daddy thing.
Huh?
Windy winter is cutting.
No, it's not cutting. It's printing. Are you being nice to mommy?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
What do you see? Do you see yourself?
Yeah. Windy eye.
Yeah, you can see yourself?
Yeah, eye.
Yeah. Okay. You go back upstairs?
No.
No. Can you say goodbye?
Bye.
Hey, wave goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. Head upstairs. It's kind of printing like shit. I'm really not liking, I really think a lot of the issue this thing's having is the extruder. Because the extruder on here is literally, it's like a belted Wade's extruder from 2016. John, thanks for upgrading your membership. What? What do you want? Here, you want to sit? You want to watch Daddy work?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to sit there. Got your blanket. There you go. Okay. Daddy's working now.
I'm working now.
Yeah. Here. What can I give you to do? What can I give you to do? Here. You can have the screwdriver. There you go. Thomas gifted 5 community memberships. Chill. Cheers. Okay. Can you tell Daddy what this is? What is that? Does that go in there? There you go. I'm trying to think, do I have any like actual like, I don't have any puzzles or anything in here. I used to have some 3D printed puzzles, but I don't have them anymore. Hey, I bought a 3mm hotend and some 3mm filament. Can I just buy the filament path on the M4? You need different gears for it, and you would have to redesign a lot of it. I think somebody has done it, but I haven't really looked into it. He's trying to screw on a capacitor, I think. You having fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Thank you. Did you fix it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here. Can you fix this now too for Daddy?
I want the glue. I want the glue.
You want the glue?
Glue.
You want a screw? Oh. Here you go. Here's a screw. More fidget toys. I used to have a bunch of them and I don't have them anymore. Is it possible to source the parts less than a kit? Not anymore. It used to be able to build a Voron for under 1,000 back in the before COVID days on AliExpress. But things have kind of changed now, and it's a lot of the times you're going to get a kit a lot cheaper than you could self-source. There's a lot of M2 screws on the floor. That is true. That is true. Tell him to watch for blue smoke. Are there UARTs on our ramps? Is there a UART on our ramps? I gotta figure out if I can hook up the Pi Zero. UART on a ramps. There would be on the Arduino, right? A mic for Calvin. Calvin doesn't need a mic. Actually, here. I know what I can give you.
Dada, I need help.
I know you need help. Daddy's gonna give you something to help with. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, no, I don't think I have it. No, that's broken because you broke it. Nope, not that one. Here you go. Here, Calvin. You could play with this. Can you put this to take that apart for Daddy? Don't lose anything. John, give 5 community memberships. Cheers. UART is on the Arduino, but yes, it is UART. Yeah. Trying to figure out how I could hook. There you go there. Trying to figure out how you could hook up You know how like on most like SKR boards you have UART available. Your screwdriver. Here, you can have. I'm not gonna. Actually, here, take that one. There you go. Yeah, she's good. Make them sort screws. I'm not that cruel. I'm not that cruel. Yeah, and you have to be active in chat too. If you want a gift membership, you have to be active in chat if you want a chance at getting it. If you're not active, you get a lower chance apparently. Oh, and like the smash button too. Because numbers and I need that dopamine response. BF Dennis gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers! The LTT store. No, the LTT is mine. Calvin a lefty? He's kind of both right now. See, I'm a righty, my wife is a lefty, and he mimics. So we're pretty sure he's a righty, but he tries to use his left because that's what mom uses. Tank Erden gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. The ISO bottle? I don't know where I even got it at. I may have borrowed it from work. But I've had it for, it's just a spout top bottle. Oh, are you taking that screw out? Good job. Oh. Does that come off now?
Yeah.
Nope. You gotta take all those screws out now. Yep, on the front. You gotta take all those screws out. I think that's a Galileo. FYI, Frosty's sign was a blatant attempt to sway the judge. Phil R, $4.99. It is what it is. That was a fun stream. The community challenge stream was fun. Those are always fun. Dark Aspie gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers. Thank you. Print to parts for try for Galileo. Well, I'm trying to get him to take apart. Right now, he's trying to take apart a Galileo, I believe.
Dada, I eat out.
You need help? Okay, Dada will get it started. So there, and you turn. Okay, you turn to the left. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay? So can you turn that to the left?
Yeah.
No, other way, other way. There you go. And hold that. There you go. And when you're done, you put the screw right there. I don't know what that was. Oh. That's okay. When you're done, you just put the screws right there. You think he has enough toys? He's got so many. What did you get for Christmas, Calvin? Oh, he's in there. He's gonna be busy for a bit now. When he gets to the planetary gears. I don't know if I greased him up on this. I can't remember. All right, search for the pin mapping on the 2560. Find the pins for the UART. I could just solder to them. Arduino Mega. Yeah, so it would be these ones. Oh, you got that one. Good job. Yeah, UART would be SDA and SCL, right? Or TX and RX. There's a TX and an RX there. And a TX and an RX there, and a TX and an RX there. TX and an RX there. So there are UARTs available. You just have to find ones that aren't already being used. That's the thing. So I think it'd be these ones.
No.
What do you need help with? You just pull it out. You just keep unscrewing it. Spin, spin, spin.
That's the thing.
Okay, take the other two out. Gabe gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. Know when V02? When the manual's done. It's feature complete. We're just waiting on the manual. So those take however long they take. I know I don't have a close-up view of this, but I mean, like, hey, it's a tuning cube. You need help? No, you got it. You just keep unscrewing it.
Dada, you got squirrely this.
Here you go. Can you take that one out?
Yeah.
This isn't even the giveaway stream. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, what's the limiting factor on this machine right now?
Ow.
Part cooling and the extruder. You gotta put it in, get it in there,
Yeah. What?
and then you spin it out just like that. So keep spinning. With planetary gearbox on the Z. I have. Here's the thing.
Dada, there.
When it comes to, like, it's a Z. You move in 0.2 increments most of the time. So any more accuracy isn't really needed other than, you know, a good bed mesh. So I've seen people play with worm gears. We've tried that on the Voron in the past, like development wise. And you don't really see much of a, you know, if it works, it works kind of thing. Like a lead screw works just fine. Oh no, what was that? Yeah. Oh, look. Gotta unscrew that. Oh, that pops out. And then this comes out. Look at that. What's that? Tech Core, €5. Cheers. Thanks for your videos. Building my 2.4 right now, and your videos really helped me out a lot, but I hate crimping the microfits. Oh, you get used to it. Okay, this you gotta be careful because this. That's a spring. You gotta be careful with the spring. You don't want to lose it. So what's this?
What that?
That's a gear.
Here. Here.
Gear, yeah. Good job, you took it apart.
Oh, wait, what is together?
Okay, you put that back together. Planetaries are to stop it moving. I don't really have gantry drop in my current setups. And you're going to be rerunning the gantry tram anyways before it prints, so. I'm gonna lose that spring. Yeah, it's a spring, so you put the spring on there and you screw it in there. No, in here, in this hole. You gotta.
Now it was on there.
Okay, you gotta put. Can you screw in all these screws now? Here, can you screw in all these screws for Daddy? New pressure advance. So we tried it at the beginning. It didn't like my start macro, so I just said, you know what? This one I know works, so we're just gonna stick with it. So you gotta put all those screws in. Work keeps up there. I know, like I'm babysitting right now. Trying to work here. I'm trying to be a productive, contributing member of society.
Dada, I need help.
No, you're doing a good job. Keep spinning this way. There you go. You got it.
I was working too.
Yeah, Calvin's working too.
Dada, I was working now.
Rain is coming in sideways. Is he building a Galileo? Yeah. He took it apart. Now he's putting it back together.
I was working at a now.
Yeah, you put it together now. See, if I was smart, I should have put a bunch of Ender videos out right now because everyone got one for Christmas. If only my Ender wasn't in a box because I never used it. When are you going to clipperize the bamboo? I mean, like, there's nothing... What are you looking at? Are you? He thinks it's like a mirror, right? Because he just sees himself. Yeah, you see yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, Calvin's working. There's nothing stopping you from just taking the motors from a bamboo and the hot end. Well, the problem is the tool head board is USB-C. So it's not like you could just, you know, plug everything into an SKR and send it. And the controller board is pretty locked down. That's... I talked about this on the New Year's Day stream. I've got nothing against Bamboo. Okay, they run their company the way they want to run their company. If you want to know how they're going to run their company, look at DJI. Because Bamboo, the founders of Bamboo, are all former DJI senior people. And I'm assuming it's the same investment. It makes the sense because they already have the connections. So if you want to see how Bamboo is going to be run, look at DJI. So if you've ever been involved in the FPV scene, you probably already have opinions of DJI. But that's basically what I think Bamboo is going to come out. They're going to have a really good product. For example, the DJI FPV system is a solid system. It works really good. I use it. But it's you do it their way, and they tell you how they do it, and that's your only option. This is how we do it. Hope you like it. It's a good product, but you only have one option. So, full of Tesla engineers. They got a lot of that VC money to buy all these people, eh? It's almost like, you know, a bunch of people who already were involved in dominating one market have seen another market where they realized, hey, we could set up with a lot of VC and dominate another market. Sometimes the printer that works is okay. Yeah, it is. And I got nothing wrong with that. But, you know, if you wanted to fiddle with your pressure advance values on a Bamboo, you can't. You can't live adjust your Z. You want to use their cloud. You're dependent on their cloud service for a lot of the stuff. Did you put it all back together?
Yeah. One.
Okay, so then this. Where does this go? I don't know how this goes back together. Yeah, this goes in there. Okay. Oh, Daddy did that backwards. 1 second. Really? Don't want my cloud. Yeah, and Bamboo, you're relying on the cloud for a lot of it. As long as replacement parts. I have a feeling it will be. Like, I have nothing against Bamboo or the way that they're running their company. The thing is, I think you can see how it's going, and there are people that won't agree with it. Okay? Hey, don't touch that. The printer needs that to run. Don't touch that, Calvin. The printer needs that to work. Okay, can you screw this screw in? Any of what we print being controlled by outside entities? Who knows? But for example, with Bamboo, unless you set it up with, I don't know, can you set this one up? So on this one, on the X1, oh no, why did I hit print again? No, I didn't, back. Okay, so on this one, you could set it up for local network, LAN only. On the P1, on the X1, you can set it up for LAN only. On the P1P, I don't believe you can. Yeah, there's no option to set it. So the P1P, if you want to send anything to it, at least right now, I don't know if they've like finished the firmware for it, but right now that P1P, anything you send to it from their app has to go through the cloud. So you know it's right there. My computer's right here. It has to, when I hit, print on Bamboo Slicer, it goes to their cloud and goes to there. What happens to it in between, I don't know. Do they keep track of all that? Are you one of the people that prints the pew pew things? And some law changes in your country and Bamboo gets a warrant to see, hey, this person has a Bamboo printer. We want to see everything they've ever printed. Do they have a record of that? I don't know. I haven't read the full NDA. Have you? Hey, that's broken, Calvin. So now you can just print it from an SD card. You can just throw an SD card in and print. So it's not 100% locked down, but it's some people will not agree with it. But on the advantage is all the machines are exactly the same and they have full quality control over them. So there's less variables involved. What about LAN only? I can't find a way to enable it on the P1P. On the X1, you can enable LAN only mode. On the P1P, I don't have the option. Yeah, anything with classification. Yeah, if Bamboo will never be a government printer. Prusa's can. You can use Prusa in a government setting. That's one of the reasons that Printed Solid and Prusa merged or bought out, right? Is so Prusa can now sell, because it's an American company, they can now sell to government and certain institutions. You will never see that with these ones because they have to be able to be fully air gapped, which for these to function and everything, you can't. So these will never be government. They'll never get the same accreditations that a Prusa will. Well, it has Wi-Fi built in. The fact that it has Wi-Fi built in is an automatic no starter. They would have to come out with a specific control board or model that doesn't have Wi-Fi, because it's a security risk. What do you want? You want to take you want something else to work with? Here, let's see what Daddy has. trying to find things that like won't hurt him if it breaks. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Can you take this apart for daddy? Or actually you can't. Yeah, you could have this one. Sure, why not? Okay, take this apart. Voron is government eligible? No, because it's got a Raspberry Pi in it. Cold spray system installed in military and studios. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things out there. Like Bamboo, I could see Bamboo kind of being like an Apple-esque entity. You know, some people call Prusa the Apple of 3D printing. They're not. But I could see Bamboo's being an Apple-esque, where people that just want to take it out of the box and print, that will be them. But people that want a little bit more control over their machines and a little bit more freedoms to do things the way they want to do them, they won't be looking at them. You gotta take it out. Okay. Good job. Let me find something else for you to take apart. Running out of things here, Calvin. Oh, here we go. I know I won't be using this. Yeah. Here you go. It's an H2. Take it apart. Do I have two H2s in here? Is that where my H2s are? Yeah, here they are. You can run Klipper off of... Yeah, true. You would have to run it off like a Pi 0 non-W. What do you need help with?
It was.
Oh, yeah, that one don't fit. There you go. Now, can you take these out? Let me loosen all the screws on these first. Any opinions on the positron? Other than the fact that, like, nobody's built one. Or except like some people who self-sourced them. I will be building a kit whenever I can get one. I'm not going to self-source it. I'm not doing that. It seems really cool, but it seems very, in my opinion, it's very novelty / trade show type printer. The 90-degree bend in the filament feed path is like, because it goes into the hot end and then it comes up. 90-degree flow of filament is not something I'm super happy about. I could see it being a problem in a while. Contest link not in description. Refresh. Build a rook. I might. It seems like a really cool little super simple printer. I don't have any of the hardware. I'd have to buy some hardware. The Goliath. I've looked at it. The thing is, I don't print high speed, high flow stuff. I just don't. That's not what I don't have a need for it. So other than losing Z, okay, other than losing Z height, or just, you know, getting it to show it off on a video or stream, what do I get out of it? There you go. So you almost had it. Here, put it on the shelf. Put it on here.
I want to say the wheels are.
Yeah, take the screws out. Put them right here. Curve path would be fine. 90 is kind of, it's fluid dynamics. You don't want it going 90. Okay, can you take off these now? Other way.
Dad, I eat out.
Print your Ultim. Why? Because it's high temp? I have high temp hot ends already. I've got a mosquito down there with a tungsten nozzle that'll do 500C. That's the thing. Like, it's super cool, but I don't print fast things for internet points and even easy TikToks. I just don't. And I don't really print, like, I have a Rapido. I have a Rapido with a full set of CHT nozzles if I want it to print fast. It's in Tallboy. Tallboy hasn't been powered up once this year. So, just because I haven't needed to. The only time I've needed something that tall, I used the V400 because I already had it out. So, what time are we at right now? How's this PA going? It's getting better.
I eat out.
This thing's gonna need a ton of PA.
Dad, I eat out.
With what? This is all done. You took it apart.
Dad,
All done.
eat out. Then it one. Now there's wheels. Now there.
Hey, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Do you want something else to play with now?
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you need?
It one.
No, you can't have that.
The one again.
Here, you want to go see Mama?
Yeah.
Okay, here. Want your blanket?
Yeah.
Okay, go say Mama. Go ask to see how Mama's doing.
Hi, Mama.
How to update Klipper. It is running Klipper. It's running Klipper from like 2 years ago, but it's running Klipper. But no, like I use the printers that I use are the printers that I use, right? I won't use a printer just to use it. I'll use the one that I use for that case. So right now, in terms of like my use case, it's pretty much these 5 printers on my desk. Okay, the 3 Vorons and the 2 bamboos, and the 2 bamboos just because they look good in the background. And I don't know, the P1P I like. The P1P I've been using it more than the X1, just because the X1 with the AMS, when the AMS is already loaded, it's fine. But like, for example, I had to print a wall outlet cover because I moved some stuff around in the living room. So I needed a wall outlet cover. So I printed one because it just takes 2 seconds printed in white filament, right? So on this, I have to unload the AMS. I have to load the AMS. It has to do its little calibration thing. Takes a second. Then I have to go into the screen here, tell it I have PLA loaded, and then I could go and slice and then print and do all that. The P1P, I just throw it up in my rep box and just shove it into the tool head and just feed it in a little bit, and I'm good to go. Because I just do one film at a time. So I've been finding I've been using the P1P more than the X1. And then for anything enclosed, I'm using my Vorons normally because I trust them a bit more. Try cranking Toasty Boy's heat to the next. Yeah, we'll do some Toasty Boy stuff at some point. Doggo hasn't been down yet. Why not use, because we tried it and it didn't like my starting macro. So I just said screw it because we know this one works. Plus, I'll be honest, I didn't have much else to do today. So we're going to run this and then we're just going to do some speed tests and then we're going to call it. And then on Friday, we'll print with it during the giveaway stream. It's got a V-Mini. Yeah, I got a V-Mini. It's in the other room. I don't really use it because I don't really need it. It's a smaller form factor open air printer. It's not something I would use regularly. It's like my V0s. They're cool. I bring them places. I use them to show off 3D printing, but they're not something on my regular repertoire printer I use. Did you try? Yeah, we tried Ultim. The front fell off. Have you enclosed the second? I have not. I got to get printing on that. I want to print with it for a bit. We're going to revisit it actually in the new year. We're going to go back and try and get the servos working. Because I got some tips from Ernest, I believe. So we're going to go back and revisit the second in the new year and see if we can get those servos working. How's the V medium for PLA? It's fine. Like, it's like all other well-built 3D printers. It prints PLA just fine. As long as you're not printing with a $100 Ender 3 or other bargain bin shitty V-wheel printer, if you take the time to tune a profile, pretty much any printer will print PLA, PETG, even ABS with a cardboard box just fine. They might print it at different speeds, but they'll all print just fine, really. As long as they're mechanically sound. The V-Mini is great for PLA, PETG. Yeah. Well, the problem is I use the P1P for that stuff now, because that's what I got loaded in the rep box. I got 2 spools of TPU, I got a spool of PETG, I've got a spool of the white PLA, and I got like one other spool loaded up there. Here come the Ender rant. Rawr, Enders. The reason I don't like Enders is because they... How do I word this in a way that doesn't really... How do I word this? I'm disappointed in Enders. I'm disappointed in Creality because they haven't really done anything other than just pump out the same machine with like a new bell on it every couple of months. Like, look at the Saval SV06, look what you get for under $300, and then look at Creality's offering. And they still offer V-wheel bed flingers, which bed flingers are fine if built well. Aluminum extrusions does not make a precision motion system. They are not a precision device. Yes, they work, and you can use it as a motion system. But yeah. Enders are a problem if you don't know what you're getting into, which is what... Exactly! Luckily, there's CHEP. I swear, if it wasn't for like CHEP and all the other people that do a ton of Ender helping stuff, there'd be a lot more people dropping 3D printing. Creality is coasting. That's a good way of saying it. Kind of like what Bamboo is doing. Well, Bamboo came out with a good printer. The thing is, the problem is their design is all custom. Everything on these machines, like again, these are the same machine. One just has skirts, one doesn't. Everything on this is custom. They can't make a bigger or smaller machine except unless they start from scratch. The only thing they could reuse is like the tool head and like the controller board maybe. But like they can't go bigger with this design. It's rods. You can't go big with rods. This is their machine. They're gonna have to develop another machine completely from scratch. More Super Slicer. Super Slicer is just Prusa Slicer with the with more options. If you know how to use Prusa Slicer, you can use Super Slicer. It's just Prusa Slicer has a lot more things to it. So. All I know, this thing's gonna have a shit ton of PA. Because we're up to like 0.71 PA and the corners still look like shit. Don't know how to use Prusa Slicer. I'm sure Joe has a video on it. Belted extruder goes burr. Oh man, the days of the Mobius extruder with like, if you were running a big Voron, like a 2.2 or earlier, when it was bowden and you had like a 350, with how long that bowden tube was, oh my god, they sung. They sung. Somebody sent me an email and they're like, you complain about enders a lot. What you should do is buy an ender and then fix it up and then see how good they are. I'm like, that's not the point. The point is they should work good out of the box. I'm not a huge fan of this printer is fine if you completely rebuild it from scratch and replace half the stuff on it. Show your crimping technique. Go watch any of the part 6, 7, or 8 live streams on any of the builds I've done. That's usually when I do the wiring. Starting with Ellis's super slicer profile and modding to the printer work great. Yep. That's pretty much what I recommend is start with a known good profile. The Ellis profiles work really good. And then just tweak it to your profile. Like right now, my profiles are mostly based on Doc's profile from like 2 or 3 years ago when he sent it to me. And then I've tweaked it over the years and it's like, it works for the printing I do. And that's it. I'm not a speed demon. I really don't care for print finishes in 6 hours or 8 hours because I'll probably be asleep when it finishes anyway. So I don't really care. So. Do you have Crimpin' Ain't Easy merch? I do. In fact, it's been a while and I've added stuff to the store. There's been updates to the store. So if you go into, I'll bring up the store here in chat. So there's a link in the description to the store, but we have the classics. You can get yourself an Only Benchies mug, Only Benchies shirts, you know, the logos, stuff nobody really buys, but I need to have it there anyways. We have Crimpin' Ain't Easy shirts, must shirts, you get stickers, you get a mug. I got a mouse pad now. That's cool with my background on it, which I don't think I have that background on this computer. The Only Benchies hat. And then also, what's this? That's an apron. We have aprons now. So we got the Crimpin' Ain't Easy apron. Now, granted, full disclosure, I haven't tried these aprons yet. I just saw that they have aprons in the store, on the Stream Elements store, so I added it. So we got the Only Benchies apron, the Crimpin' Ain't Easy. This is a new shirt, 3D printer food, 100 dry and ready. So there you go for the those that enjoy the printer chow. So we got some shirts. We got red, green, pink. What is that? Like OD green and blue. And then this is my conspiracy apron. Because, you know, might as well make a buck on it. So there you go. So. What do you think the best Voron to start with? Personally, I'm a big fan. If you don't know which Voron to build a trend. Mobbot is doing ads. He should be doing ads. Wouldn't he not be doing ads? What do you mean? Is it worthwhile replacing linear rails to ditch the V-rollers or just replace the whole printer? It depends. Do you have more than one printer? Do you only ever have to... You could take the base of an Ender 3 and build it into something solid, but it's not an Ender 3 anymore. It's a custom build that used some Ender parts to start. It's your choice. I'm a big fan of starting with a good solid printer, and then if you want to get into building your own printer, build your own printer. There's tons of great designs out there from scratch. Or if you want, you can go down the buy cheap printers and fix them up route. But I'm a big fan of starting with a known good printer as a base. And then if you want to build, they're like, oh, you know, buy a shitty printer and then fixing it will teach you to be a better 3D printer person. No, it'll just teach you how to search for a YouTube video from Chep or somebody else on how to fix the problem. What you should do is buy a known good printer, learn the basics of 3D printing and how to print properly. It's like driving stick shift. It's, you know, nicer to learn how to drive stick on a car that has a good stick shift and clutch and whatnot than, like, you know, a Soviet tank. Okay, you'll probably have a better time learning stick on a better car. Okay, same thing with 3D printing. You should start with a printer that works good, and when you tell it to do something, it should do what you tell it to do, either good or bad, but you'll learn. Versus you tell it to do something, it does something completely different, and you're like, okay, the printer's broken, I gotta fix it now. Okay, and then if you want to learn how to build a printer, build a printer. There's a ton of great open source designs out there. Find one, build it. Use the printer you have to print the parts for the printer you want to build. Or if you're into, you know, fixing stuff up, then, you know, buy eBay or, you know, use market enders and fix them up. But that's just me. What about the Voron Legacy? The Voron Legacy is, you build it because you want to build it, or you have one of the older Vorons. So if you have one of these still, for whatever reason, turn into a Legacy, okay? The Legacy is a resto mod, okay? It is meant to be a Voron you build if you like Vorons. It's the equivalent of taking like a 70s Corvette and, you know, putting modern features in it, like, you know, cruise control and, you know, modern transmission and engine and power steering and all that. The Legacy is literally the old Voron, but designed with a bunch of stuff we've learned since then. So it's a very solid printer, but it's this, but brought up to date. So you still have rods and bearings and whatnot. It's a resto mod printer, essentially. Saval do well? Yes, the Saval would do excellent because it's already got an all metal hot end. It's a direct feed. All you got to do is put it in a box. The box that it comes with, make a little fort out of it around the printer. You're good to go. Are we at the point where this looks good yet? Not really. It's gonna go into the configurations. We get like pressure advanced settings. Yes. Bought an Ender 5 Plus used, converting it to a Mercury one. There you go. If I designed and built my own 3D printer, what would my parts and features be? Because I'm on the Voron team, so I have input on the stuff that's developed. No, actually, I would like to see a printer basically designed. I know the Rook is 3D printed, but the problem is it's 3D printed, like fully 3D printed. We'd like to see more extrusions, but something super simple and like for educational, like as simple as you could build a printer. Like I'm talking the least amount of everything possible. Like that's something I've kind of toyed with the idea of, just kind of like an absolute budget printer just for classrooms and whatnot. For, you know, I want to build a printer. Okay, this is the absolute simplest you could build a 3D printer. But the problem is there already is those out there. So it's basically a Prusa Mini. No, aluminum extrusions and rails. Come on, it's current year. How fast can you print? I don't know. Go look up, what is it, 247 Printing. He's the guy who does the 3-minute speed benches with the V0. Bedslinger. Bedslinger's fine. Bedslingers are fine if well built. CNC machines move the bed. There's nothing wrong with the bedslinger. The problem is in 3D printing, we have a lot of really shitty bed flingers that kind of give it a bad name. It's like ABS. People think ASA is easier to print than ABS. No, it's not. Good ABS prints fine. The problem is there's a lot of bad ABS out there and a lot of shitty cheap ABS out there that doesn't print good. So you think ASA prints better than all ABS, but it doesn't. For on tap in the future, I will be once I get a kit from LDO. It's on its way. So in the new year. The Lurge XI isn't. They reached out to me and wanted to send me one, and then I can't remember if I replied or not. I guess I didn't. So I was like, yeah, sure, but it's pretty much a V minion, isn't it? Only, you know, simpler design. Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. If you want good ABS, enter for your chance to win some, or just go to Polymaker, link in the description. It's an affiliate link, doesn't cost you anything extra and goes a long way in supporting the channel, and just buy some. It's good stuff. How hard is sensorless homing? XY, not as hard as it used to be. I've done sensorless on one of the machines. I can't remember which one. I think we played with it on the V-Minion. Sensorless on Core XY on Klipper is pretty good now. Don't use it on Z, obviously. Which printer will get tap installed? So the plan is V226 here will get tap installed on a live stream, and then I'll do a dedicated video on it on Trident. That's the current plan. Might do this. So this is the mount for this. It's a block and it fits in here, and this is what holds this in. So if I extend that up, I can make that work. I can make that work. Yeah, I can make that work. The only thing is, this is heavy. What is this? The Apsu? The Fadus Apsu Omnia drop? Because I do have, I was going to originally use this. You're in here? Yeah, you're in here. So let's get my scale out. Ah, there we are. So we're going to save a little bit of weight on the Chimera. Not that I'm a gram chaser, but it's rod, so I am actually a little concerned. So the Apsu weighs 173 grams with the motor. And an LGX Lite, 122. Actually, that's not that big of a difference. How do I mount this on? I would just have screws come up. That would be hard. Yeah, I'll probably go with the Apsu. The Apsu is easier because the Apsu you just mount it into the block there. Yeah, we'll go with the Apsu. Yeah, we'll make that work. Poor Bondtech, they sent me this like ages ago and I still haven't put it in anything because every time I go to put it in something, something comes up and I end up using something else. Like, one day I'll use your thing you sent me, but not today. Yeah, we'll put that on. Would a mini afterburner make sense to save weight on 8mm rods? Well, the problem is that this, you can't really put an afterburner because you'd have to redesign the whole thing because it's got the two rods side by side. Like even on the Legacy, they're top to bottom so that you can mount like the existing tool heads. So I got to figure out how to mount this. Like literally all I have to do is just take the CAD model for this block right here and just kind of stick it on top of this and call it a day. I think that'll work. Is it good for Voron? It's a fine printer, but it was basically like, I think it was like a little winter project for RCF. Like, obviously it doesn't get the same updates that the current ones get. Like, it prints fine, but it's basically an update for those that still had the 1.6. Or is it missing a few features? I think it has like the same features. It's just it's a different design. It uses the afterburner toolhead, I believe, still. So how does this come out? Does anyone know how this block comes out? You just undo the 2 screws, right? Okay, it's done. So we're going with the PA value of the whole thing is under extruded to hell too. It's like PA of 1. It's literally PA of 1. And the whole thing's crunchy. But yeah, look at that corner. Like, which this is 1 at the top, and it's like just getting good there. Where's pressure advance at? What does that even look like? Printers. Is it just pressure advance? Why PA and Klipper not slicer? Well, normally, because I'm lazy, and most of my machines are direct feed, where variances and pressure advance are much more minuscule. So we've done input shaper now, and we've done pressure advance. So I have a cube here that I printed with everything default. I think we just have to do a retraction test now. So. Generate. You have a direct extruder, it's 0.1 increment and 0.15 or 15 layer height. You have a bowden, it's good to try with a 0.05 and 15 layer height. There you go. Close. Neat. Okay. That'll be fun. That will be fun. Let that heat up. What time are we at right now? 4:20. Nice. How do you do flow rate? Usually flow rate I tune by testing. The way I tune my printers, I do, well, okay. Perfect world and not be just copying settings from one printer to another, because usually what I do isn't that, you don't need that much precision anyways. You build your printer, you make sure everything moves, okay? You calibrate your extruder. You tell it to extrude 100 millimeters of filament, it extrudes 100 millimeters of filament, bang on exactly. You don't touch E-steps after that, okay? You should not be adjusting your E-steps for flow rate, okay? I don't care what anyone tells you. Then you do input shaper, then you do pressure advance, okay? You have to do pressure advance after input shaper, because your input shaper value will affect your pressure advance value. Then you do your retractions, get all that good. And then when it comes to flow, I just do, you know, I print what I need to. If the screw doesn't fit, I'll adjust the flow on the outer walls. Or fitment tests or something like that. Usually I just kind of tune it by eye. And then once I get settings that work, I end up just sticking with them and using them on the same machines forever because I'm lazy. And it works. Most of the time. Sometimes. Yeah, I can literally just copy that. That'll work. Temp, flow, return. I have never calibrated temperature. I've never done a flow, a temp tower. I've never. PLA, I print at 215 to 220. ABS, I print at 250 to 260, depending on the brand and what the outcome looks like. I've never done a temp tower, ever. Because usually the stuff I print, it's not that, like, I don't print a lot of like this kind of stuff often. Usually if I do, it's for a video and that's pretty much it. So a lot of stuff I print are just functional things that if I'm off 5 degrees on temperature, it doesn't matter. So where can I buy that hat? If you type exclamation mark merch, you can go to the Only Benchy store and purchase it there. Link is also in the description. The meta filament has a lot of PLA filaments actually should be printed hotter. Like, I don't print any PLA below 210. Most PLA I print at 210 to 220 usually. Like, I don't print PLA that low. A lot of issues people have with their printers jamming up is they're printing PLA way too low. Way too low. Low 170s. That's weird. And I've spoken with like filament manufacturers about this, and they're like, people just keep trying to print their stuff way too low. It should not be printed that low. How it comes apart. I could just look it up in the main. Like, honestly, I could just keep taking screws out and it'll come apart. Not that concerned. Like, I could go on a manual. What? Got a bot chat. Yeah, stream elements is fine. Okay, this Z offset drifting is stupid annoying. Why is my Z offset drifting so much? Yeah, so this comes off. So that's that mount. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it just pivots out. Yeah, there you go. So all I need to do is put some heat sets in here. Call it a day. Actually, I can't put heat sets in there. Shit. That won't work. I don't know. I'll figure it out. How do you put heat sets in straight? Practice. There's tools you can use, but I just eyeball them every time. Use a good tip. Use a dedicated tip for heat sets. There are heat set iron tips that make it a lot easier. Tapered heat sets. Well, heat sets should have a little like lead in. They should always have a lead, or at least the good ones do. Please advise on a single model of a single board computer for Klipper. Raspberry Pi. Do I still replace tooth idlers with bearing stacks? I do, unless I'm building a kit that comes with them, because then I run what the kit comes with so I can make a better judge of the kit. Let me see here. See, you could just run this backwards and use it as a bowden. I could just use this as a bowden if I really wanted to. You literally just run it backwards. I think. Trying to find if they have a CAD model of that block. Product model. Oh. Adapters. Okay, let that download. Did I ever use a 3D Chameleon? I did, and then I just stopped using it because I don't know, I just haven't used it a lot. Because it's on the Mini and I don't use the Mini. I got it working. I did one print. I don't know where it is, but I did one print with it and it worked just fine. And then I just kind of stopped. Although, did you see he's got it working on a bamboo? So he's got the it working on a bamboo. Let me pull it up here. Because the one of the downsides with the AMS. So the three things that suck with the AMS. It's some filaments don't feed. If the filament's too stiff or the filament's too floppy, it doesn't work with the AMS. Spool sizes. Some spool sizes do not work with the AMS. They just don't work. Okay. And 3, it's slow as shit. It's slow. Okay. So here's a 3D Chameleon working on a bamboo. And it's a minute faster per filament change. So if you're doing a print with, 1,000 filament changes, that's 1,000 minutes saved. So there you go. But I believe you have to use Super Slicer or a Prusa Slicer with it. You can't use their slicer. Okay, so let's see. So we got adapter for the V0 for the Trident. Oh, I already downloaded that. And product model. Cool. Okay, I need a lot less retraction than I thought I needed, I think. So how does this work again? Configuration, generate, calibration, retraction. Okay. So you count how many steps and times it by 0.5. Okay. Cool. Is it just 3 Y splitters? No, it's a pretty cool setup. It has 2 stepper motors and a 4-way splitter, but it's got 2 stepper motors, and depending on what stepper motor position is in, it's like a camming action, and it basically allows one stepper motor to pick from one of 4 filaments, and then the other stepper motor feeds it forward and back. It's actually really cool. And then once it gets to the tool head extruder takes over. So it's kind of like a mixture of like a standard Y splitter setup and kind of something how the ERCFA works, but it's super compact and simple. And it works without modifying your firmware's G-code. So it can actually work on the bamboo. Because all you have to do is at the end of every, whenever you want to swap filaments, you have to just tell your tool head to go to a specific position, which pushes a button, which depending on how many times that button is pushed, triggers a filament change on the thing. It's its own independent system. It's actually really cool. Would you Klipper a lulz bot? Yes. Oh God, yes. Do everything you can to help that lulz bot. Yeah, do anything you can. It's a lulz bot. You have to do whatever you can to get it to print good. Okay, I'm gonna end it here because it stopped stringing. So, pause. End. Okay, so now I just need to count how many steps up and times pi 0.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 mil retraction. That's it. 2 mil retraction. So 2 mil retraction. Okay. Now I'm going to print my cube again and see how it comes out. But we'll do that after. Because first, we're gonna have some fun. So machine, macros. So first thing, I'm gonna fix my start macro, so I actually purge on the actual print bed. So we go there. Okay. So. Printer.cfg. 10,000 excels. So how fast can a bamboo move again? 500? I think the max speed you see on a bamboo is 500 and 10,000 excel. Save and restart. Okay. So let's have some fun here. Let's have some fun. So home all. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. So okay, 1 second here. So this will go boom, 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 boom. Okay. So how much is 1500? Oh man, I hate this because it's millimeters per second to millimeters per minute. I hate that. Okay, I think we're millimeters a second. Okay, so 300. Is that so 1800? Okay. 1 second here. Okay. File, save. So this file will make it do from corner to corner to corner to corner at 300 millimeters a second at 10K XL. So upload and print, desktop, demo move, go. So we're gonna do a home. The Tior, thank you for coming to member. Hands on the E-stop. Ooh. Microcontroller has been requested at a step rate higher than it is capable of receiving. Ooh. Okay, we pushed the ramps a little too hard there. Just a wee bit too hard. Okay, so is it a speed thing or an acceleration thing? Let's try 1500. Let's try 1500. Let's try 1500. File, save. But we've done 300 mil. Well, actually, we haven't done 300 mil, but it's 300 mil at 15K XL, 10K XL. Okay. Firmware restart. Yeah, Ramps is like, okay, so this is 1500 millimeters per minute, which is approximately 250 millimeters a second. So 250 millimeters a second at 10K XL. Let's try this again. If this doesn't work, we'll drop the accels and we'll try lower acceleration. Okay. So 250 millimeters a second at 10K XL seems to work. Now I wonder if we can go faster at lower accel. So let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try faster at lower acceleration. So we'll go back to 300 millimeters a second. File, save. Okay. So just to double check, I'm going to try it again and see if it craps out. PI. Yeah. He's like, no. Okay, so firmware restart. Let's drop the accels from 10,000 down to 7,000. So printer.cfg. So we're gonna drop that down to 7,000, which was the recommended max according to our input shaper testing. Save and restart. Let's try this again. Lower the microsteps. I would have to open up the ramps, because right now we are on 32-bit microsteps, or 33 microsteps, because they are DRVs. Yeah. So it's the speed. So how do you... Let's turn this off. Shut down. Okay. Turn you off. Turn you off. So we are on DRVs at 32 microstep. How do you make DRVs not 32 microstep? Zone phobic, thank you for coming a member. I know I gotta, there's okay, so where is motor 1 and motor 2, I believe, or shoot, let me pull up the manual here and see which one's which. Voron kit. So extruder, Z motors. Okay, so it's these two here. So these two, DRV 8825 jumper settings. Oh my God. Okay. So 116, we need just the bottom. Just the bottom for 16. Right? Low, low, high. Yeah. So just the bottom one. Whew. We're getting... It's fun when you look up a guide for your printer and it's from 2016. Just a little ancient there. Just a little. Oh God, getting this out is gonna be a nightmare. Yeah, change a pin. Don't accidentally break the poly fuse. Luckily, just take out one. Look at that. Look. You guys remember these? These are like purple ones too. I think these are like legit Pololu ones too. And just shove them back in. There we go. So now I gotta update my no, 4988s. No, these are DRVs. More torque. I don't even know what current they're running at. Remember setting VREF? Remember when you had to like get your multimeter out to set VREF? I remember those days. I did a video on it. It's like one of my more popular videos for a while there, actually. So the downside is I think it's going to be louder now. Beard rubbing the mic. Still have to do that with Creality machines. Oh God. Bloody hell, Creality. Get with the times. Gotta be loud. This was actually surprisingly quiet. I thought these wouldn't be that loud. Why don't you want to connect? Connect to the Wi-Fi. The old Hypercube. Yeah, this is like from around that time period. Of course, I'm using the Raspberry Pi with the sketchy Wi-Fi to begin with. That's why I pulled it out of a printer. Work. There we go. Yeah, I really got to retire this Pi 3. This Pi 3 is the first Raspberry Pi I've ever bought, and it's been in use for like 5 years straight for random projects, and it was in this one for the longest time, and then I started having issues with it, so I pulled it. But I wanted to use a Pi from 2016 to kind of match the printer. Hopefully that SD card's not corrupted because it's not loading up the damn interface. I'm getting nothing. Oh, there we go. Klipper and filament sensors. They do. The thing you got to look out for though is simply the fact that there's a delay. Cannot open printer.cfg. What? The fuck is that? Let's try a different Raspberry Pi. That's a little disconcerting. Config while what? Hopefully not. I really don't want to have to go through the config of all that again. I will literally have to like find a screen cap of the stream and just rewrite the whole bloody thing. No, I shut down the Pi. I shut down the Pi. I did the shutdown. I've never actually corrupted an SD card ever on a Raspberry Pi. So if I did, I'm actually surprised. Shit. Okay, when is this backup from? 35,000. What was some of the last things we changed? Extruder. We added extruder. Yeah, so we do have backup at least, so I can just restore the backup. Yeah, December 20th. Just 20. Oh, here we go. 12/27. Yeah, 12/27. Here you go. I can't believe that all got fucked up like that. Okay, well, delete. $6,500. Yeah. Yeah, so I gotta add my pressure advance. Are all these... Okay, that one's good. And macros is fucked up too. Delete. File. Okay. Okay. So I need my input shaper value. Oh shoot, do we have input shaper? Please tell me I have some input shaper stuff. Yeah, okay, we got input shaper. Good, we got input shaper. Woo. Okay. Extruder. Pressure advance. Is that? What is it? Pressure, advance, smooth time? What is it? 0.04 is like the standard. Save and restart. Wow, I actually knew that command. Cool. Okay, and now for my X, we are now at 16 microsteps, and Y is 16 microsteps. Save and restart. Okay. Okay. Okay, home. There we go. Okay, cool. So we're gonna set this for 10,000 velocity, 500 max, or 500 velocity, 10,000 excel. Max said that. Okay, cool. We're good there. We're good there. We're good there. Save and restart. Okay. Now we're gonna do the demo G code again, which is 300 millimeters a second, and we are going to be doing this at 10K excel. So upload and print. Desktop. demo move. Go ahead. Okay, Stefan, thank you for coming a member. Or Steven, thank you for coming a member. Okay, so this is the 300 millimeter a second 10K XL, now at 16 microstep instead of 32 on the DRVs. Heck yeah. Okay. Here you go. One carbon, generic ASA. 480 is our max travel at 10K XL. So what is 350? It's 2100. Okay, this is 350 now. Pass on the diagonal because I only use one motor. This is true, but I want to see where it caps out at. Okay, that's good. That's good. So 400 millimeters a second. It's 2400. Okay. Derek, $10. Cheers. Using a Tasmota device. Is there a way for mainsail to shut down the Pi before shutting down the... I have no idea. That's something I've never played with. Look up the Klipper docs, maybe. So this is 400 millimeters a second at 10K XL. Okay. And the bamboo could do 480. So according to the bamboo slicer, the highest speed is travels at 480 millimeters a second. So 480 millimeters a second is 2880 or 28,800 millimeters per minute. I always the F. I always do that. Okay. YOLO. Same speed, 15,000 acceleration. we're going to an even 30,000. We're going to 500 millimeters a second. What is it? Control H. Place with that. Find next. Place all. There we go. Cool. Okay, cool. So we've got move there, there, there. Okay, so we end up here, and I want you to go to the front right corner. Okay. And then I want you to move to the front left corner. And then I want you to move to the back right corner. And then I want you to move to there. Okay, and then I want you to repeat that 3 times. File, save. This is 500 millimeters a second, 15K acceleration. $20K XL? Want to do 20K XL? 20K XL. 20K XL. Save and restart. And that's not loud. This is not loud. I've got my finger on the E-stop here. Yep, there's the limit. Let's drop it back down to 15,000 XL. Just a little back feed, okay. Go back to 15,000, try it again. You want to bump it up? Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see. What's 600? 3,600. Okay. Control H. Okay. This is 600 millimeters a second at 15K XL. Oh, wait. I forgot to change the we'll just bump that up to 1,000. Yeah, sure, whatever. My bad. After this, we're gonna go to 750 and we're gonna call it because I gotta make dinner for the family. Okay, 600 millimeters a second, 15K XL. Nope. Okay, found our limit. 500 millimeters a second. Say close, restart. You could drop to 1/8. Yeah, but I think at that point you're kind of cheating because like nobody uses 1/8. Yeah, come on, Polymaker. We need you. And you know what? We'll get our spool and replica out for this. How's this camera view? Yeah, whatever. Gonna be going for a while. Upload and print. Demo move. I'm gonna turn off the music and the filters. Yeah, so that is running at 500 millimeters a second at, well, what do we go out to, 15K XL? 15K XL, 15,000 acceleration, 500 millimeters a second, which is faster than the stock high-speed like slicer settings for our bamboo for reference. On 2016 hardware. Nothing you see here other than the firmware running it is newer than 2016. My brother in Christ, we have DRVs and ramps in this thing. And a Raspberry Pi 3B. And we're doing as fast as a bamboo goes. So this gives you an idea why when a printer is fast, it doesn't impress me. Because all printers can move fast, as long as you have a decent motion system. This is 2016 here. And it's going as fast as a bamboo goes. So this is why speed doesn't impress me on a printer. This is DRV's 8825s at 16 microsteps with a ramps, an 8-bit, was it 12 megahertz ramps with a E3D chimera. And a Raspberry Pi, well actually no, this is the Raspberry Pi 4. I took the 3B out. But the Pi doesn't do anything. What impresses you? A reasonably cost machine that just works, that has features that makes it easier to use. That's what impresses me. Any printer can print good if you have take the time to tune a profile. Any printer can go fast if you flash Klipper on it. You can make it go fast. Speed is nothing. Speed doesn't mean shit on a 3D printer because they can all move that fast if you really wanted them to. So speed doesn't mean anything. I want the printer to work out of the box, have features that makes it easy for everyone, bed leveling, filament runout sensors, calibrations, all that stuff. I want the machine to be as easy to use, as cheap as possible, and reliable. That's what I want. So yeah, let's see it print. Friday, because I need to go make food for the family. So we're going to do the giveaway. Somebody give me a number between 1 and 15,000. Because that's how much acceleration we got out of this. Three. Good. PF Dennis put 3. I don't have to count that high. Let me copy all the names here. So if you didn't enter, you'll get another chance Friday. Because actually, no, Friday I'm not going to do a draw because we're doing a shit ton of draws on Friday. So don't forget, Friday is the big giveaway stream, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be using, we got prizes from LDO Motors, Printed Solid, Polymaker, Lecter, Saval, Thangs, and maybe some others I can't remember. I really should have a list written somewhere, and hopefully some more. Printer kits, Voron kits, I don't know what David has, and a bunch of filament from Polymaker. Plus white elephant gift from me. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. The winner will get an email from me after the stream ends. Fill out a form, get your filament. Put a pre-stream. Yep, I'm going to actually put the stream up tonight. Vac Inc. Congratulations. Let me pull up your information here. Okay, you are a real human, it looks like, so that's good. Cool. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends. Fill out the form. You'll get your filament in a couple days to a couple weeks, depending on where you live in the world, because, you know, it's the holidays right now. So I'm going to end it there. That was fun. This thing moves a lot faster. I was hoping to get 300 millimeters a second at like 10K XL, honestly. So I'm really happy with how fast this goes. Make sure that you are following me on Twitter at 3DP Nero. Join the community Discord as well. Link in the description for most up-to-date information for the giveaways, and so you don't miss out on streams in the future. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that other thing YouTubers tell you to do. I want to give a shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament that we gave away today. We give away a spool every filament. If you want to check out Polymaker, link in the description as well. There's also links in the description that go a long way in supporting the channel. Affiliate links, they don't cost you anything extra, and they go a long way in making this all possible. Because I want to give a shout out to all those that donate to the stream, gifted memberships to others, or became a member yourself, because I would not be able to do the things I do and create the content I create without your continued support. You make this all possible. So we are going to call it there. I'm going to go make some din-din. Enjoy the rest of your week. I shall see you Friday for the New Year's Eve giveaway and chill stream. See you at 6 p.m. Eastern. Goodbye. Hopefully video Thursday.